He'd lock the door and wouldn't say a word. He'd turn me to face the wall as he reached around and unbuttoned my jeans. They'd be back around my ankles a second later. His strong hand would grasp into the folds as the other cupped breast. I'd gasp, reveling in his manly scent, his manly strength. He'd be nothing like the whiny bitch boy I was currently stuck with. By the way, if my ex happens to be in the room, sorry. I'd reach behind me and press his hand to the front of his pants. He'd stop pawing at me just long enough to undo his pants. I'd hear them drop to the floor, sorry. He'd grab my hips forcefully and push me even harder against the wall. My nipples would brush the smooth surface as they stiffened further. Cock exposed, he would press it against me and then pull my shirt up around my waist and wedge himself between my cheeks. He'd be thick. His fingers would probe me for a couple of minutes, then I'd inhale a sharp breath as he plunged into me suddenly. I could practically feel the walls of my pussy stretching, struggling to accommodate his girth. My nails would dig into the bathroom wall as he dug into my hips. He'd draw all the way back and slam into me, then out and in and out and in with a force that would have me seeing stars. His fingers would sink into the flesh of my ass, holding me steady while he continued his assault. I got so lost in my fantasy, and was like it was actually happening right then and there. His pace quickens, and he's fucking me so hard and so fast I come in record time. He places his hand over my mouth to silence me while continuing to pump forcefully inside of me. I feel his legs quiver and I know he's close to the brink. I squeeze my pussy tight, clamping down on his stick, and then he bites down on my shoulder, shuddering and stifling groans as he comes inside me. He's still for a minute, waiting for our breath to even out. He releases me from his grip, quickly does up his pants, and exits the bathroom as quietly as he'd come in. These fantasies of Henry the flight attendant really made me take my time with myself, tease myself, make love to myself in the airplane bathroom. I pushed 2 fingers as far into my pussy as they would go while rubbing my clit faster with the other hand. I felt my legs quiver as I began to wonder what Henry's tongue would feel like lapping between my legs. My hand moved faster. I felt the orgasm start to rumble in my lower abdomen, and I moaned. I removed my fingers from my pussy and pinched my nipple. I threw my head back and squeezed my clit between my fingers and rolled it. Then I brushed back and forth the surface with my thumb, lightly but swiftly. My body shook as I let out a guttural sound and had to brace my foot against the wall to steady myself. After letting my breathing return to normal, I fixed my clothes and washed my hands. Then I tried to wipe the stupid grin off of my face. I exited the bathroom, half expecting my fellow passengers to shoot scandalized looks my way and point judgmental fingers. But no one seems to notice me as I made my way back to my seat, where Drew was happily listening to jazz on his iPod, right where I left him. "Are you okay?" he said as I sat down. I grinned widely. "I'm fine," I said. "Good," he smiled. "I'm glad you're in a better mood. We'll have fun, you'll see." "I don't doubt it," I said. I took one last glance over at Henry, smiled, and then pulled my sleep mask back over my eyes to finally settle in for a nap.